Hello and welcome to AdBrick Central. This has been the last major update for a while as far as construction goes, and in this video, well, what we got for you, we've got, well, all the track work is complete, platforms are all in, everything's done, all the track work is now done. And if we come down here, we've got the little fiddle yard is in as well. I've actually tidied all that up as well above there, because that was looking like a bomb site. So yeah, all that's all everything's in now. I've just been messing about here. The bridge is in, obviously. I'm not going to paint that out so it's like sky colour. And here I was contemplating putting these back in, fix them in like that, just to sort of take the starkness off the back bit of that. I've also put the, I don't know if I can get the camera down, but the overhead mast is in under the bridge. I did that while I was building the bridge, so that's all done. I've done the controller here, that's in a separate video which I'll upload later on, all about that. I basically bought a thing off eBay, a little controller circuit off eBay, and then I've used an old controller housing to do that. But as I say, there's a video just on that and what I've done, how I've done it, coming up a bit later. So what else? I've been having a bit of a tidy up as well. It's just rigorous testing everything now. I've been having a mess around here, what I was going to do here. I'm going to have a park on this bit. There used to be the other end fiddle yard, and I'm going to put like a fun fair on it. But these are cardboard ones, but I've actually found some on eBay that actually are motorised. So I'm going to use that. This was behind the old fun fair on the old layout. I'm not going to use this particular piece, but I've done some more of these, but I'm going to try and personalise the shops a bit, the names of the shops, and then that'll sort of sit roughly behind there, or maybe up here a little bit actually, because I've got something else that I want to stick on the background here that kind of fits in with this sort of thing. So that's going to sort of go there. This building will probably come out to about here, I think, or I might actually put something else here anyway, because I want to put a little bit of something on the background here, but I want it to sort of sit back a bit from here, so I need something to sort of cover that. So as I say, pretty much as far as this bit goes at the minute, I've done everything. The track I bought some Hornby Flexible, and do you know what? I've used Pico most of the time, and Hornby's quite flimsy actually. It's awkward to keep it sort of straight. It's really weird. It's quite flimsy compared to the Pico stuff. So anyway, that's done. As I say, the platforms are all fixed in now. They're all done, and so now it's I've got to do the top covering, and I've got a few choices for this, and I'll just sort out the pieces, because I've sort of printed them onto paper, and I'll see what you reckon. Right, so the actual platform coverings, I've got a choice of 3 really, and they're basically, right, we've got that, which is like just normal paving, which will go like, obviously it'll be like that, or we've got this one, which is like square slabs, or there's this one that's printed. I've printed this slightly bigger. This is printed slightly bigger, so you got like 5 across, same as that's got 5 across. Or there's this off Wordsworth Model Railway site as well, which I was kind of thinking if I cut it on the white, if I can get that to match up, I can maybe use the white bit as the strip along the platform. So I was kind of thinking about, so that goes sort of, that would fold over sort of roughly, sort of, where are we, sort of like that ish, like that. I'd have to trim it down, I'd have to cut it though, and try and match that up so I could get that bit in. But that's what I'm kind of looking at. Or there's this, which is the same as that, but that's slightly, I think I've reduced that slightly on the computer, and this one's slightly bigger. These are slightly bigger. I mean, if you put a person stood on that, that's a Metcalf brick paper underneath him. But if you look at that, slightly bigger, I think, not much different. So I may go with that. I don't know. So yeah, I've got the choice of that or squares, basically. I think, I'm not sure if these were printed slightly bigger. No, they're pretty much the same size as that, but these are, you know, it's kind of knowing which ones to use. I don't really know, not sure at the minute, so that's why I'm not touching it. I don't want to do tarmac because everybody's tarmac platform, and don't really want tarmac platform on it, sort of like an oldie sort of look, if that makes sense. So I think the stone slabs would be better for it. They'd be printed onto card. They won't be on paper. They'll be printed onto card because it's better for gluing down. But the sort of thing I want to do. But obviously that's, see with that I'm going to have an odd bit at the end. But I'm thinking of maybe getting card and maybe trying to trim it for the white lines and stick that on, or I don't know. But this one, I think this one actually fits properly across the whole thing. This actually fits across the whole width of the platform. So I was thinking of doing that. See this one, if I do that, see that one, you've got the join is right past a join in the slabs. So it's, yeah, it's a bit tricky at the minute. I mean, on Droxford, I used MDF platforms, and I scribed it. And I scribed the stones by hand, but I was only scribing a bit of probably about that with the big you know, big stones on it. So yeah, just imagine me trying to scribe all this lot. my fingers would ache like anything. So yeah, I'm not too sure. I did try actually drawing out what I wanted to do, but yeah, when I went to sort of scan it and print it, the print didn't come out very good. Because obviously I'm not going to sit and draw the whole thing. I'd rather just draw it on one sheet and then scan it, and then I can just print copies off as when I want them. But it didn't really work too well, so I'm still on the lookout for that. So at the moment, I've come to a bit of a halt with that. So yeah, I'm kind of holding off until I've decided exactly what I want to do with it. Once I've done that, fair enough. But yeah, that's the 3 at the minute, unless I can find some more, of course. I'll keep looking around, but at the moment that's what I've managed to come up with. I've also drawn out part of the goods entrance that's going to go in there. I've kind of loosely based it on the one that was Eastleigh. I mean, that's loosely based on the old entrance to Eastleigh Station, so I've kind of based this on it as well, and that's going to sit in there. That's why the track finishes there. So this is going to sit in there. So that's all drawn out, ready. I've also scanned that off, so if I mess it up, I don't have to redraw it. I've got it all scanned. I can just print it straight back out. But yeah, that's it at the moment. So yeah, track work's all done. It's now just a case of, well, testing everything really. make sure everything works. I did find a problem actually with the track work here, which I've covered in the other video to do with the controller. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'm not sure when the next update will be, because you know, I'm kind of stuck at the minute. Got to get other bits and pieces, got to get some ink from my printer so I can print bits off of, you know, buildings and stuff like that. You know, so I'm kind of stuck at the minute with that. So I'm not sure when the next update will be. So thanks for watching, take care, and bye for now.